Hello, this is Peter with another video. Today I thought I'd do a quick update on some of my grafted White Sapotes, or at least just the ones that I've got outside and in the greenhouse. I've got a few seedling White Sapotes outside as well, but I won't feature them today. Hopefully you can hear me because it's quite windy today. Well, not as bad as yesterday, it was a lot windier then, but yeah, this first one I'm featuring here is the McDill. This is a grafted McDill. The graft union is at the top there. I got this last year. I think it was about this time of year. I'll have to check back to be certain, but it was around this time of year, I think. Now, it hasn't done too much since I got it. You might notice there, this stem was cut, so it started dropping all its leaves over winter, last winter, and I was worried I might lose the plant, so I took a little piece of it off, and then I grafted it onto some indoors, which have done quite well. I'll feature those in a separate video. But yeah, it didn't really do a whole lot this year. Just sat in the greenhouse over winter and into early spring, and then I brought it outside after I repotted it into a bigger pot, and yeah, it's just not really done anything really. This branch here is new. This whole branch here is new, so that's the only growth it's put on this year. So yeah, that was a bud at the side of this original branch. So this is all new this year, but as you can see, it's a little bit pale, very yellowy leaves, and it was like this even in summer, so it's not the temperatures, although I'm sure the temperatures now aren't ideal for it. It's cooled down a lot. It's got new growth coming, lots of new growth on it, more buds down here, which are probably going to push out soon. Get some more new growth on it, but yeah, I'm just a little bit concerned because it's not in the best of health right now, going into winter. So I'm wondering if maybe instead of putting it into the greenhouse like I did last year and it continues to decline, if I might have a better chance of overwintering this inside the house. Now I've got seedlings indoors, which I've had them inside for well over a year now, and they've done okay. So maybe it'll do better inside. I'm just a bit concerned because I know citrus don't do very well indoors, and these are related to citrus. But yeah, probably give that a go this year. See if it does a little bit better, keep it a bit drier and warmer in the house. I'll quickly go into the greenhouse and I'll show you the other two grafted White Sapotes that I got earlier this year. Just quickly before I go in there, I just thought I'd show you these other two seedling White Sapotes, which you can see have been absolutely eaten alive by pests. This area of the garden's a bit overgrown, definitely needs tidying up, but yeah, you can see the seedlings here aren't looking too good. Might bring these back inside as well, to be honest. They seem to do better over winter if we keep them nice and warm. Hopefully I'll get them to recover. Okay, so the other two White Sapotes, which I got, I think it was in summertime, might have been about July or August, so I've not had them that long. These are meant to be, this one's meant to be Vernon. The graft union is here. It has grown a tiny amount. I think it's put out just this little shoot here, this little new growth there, that's it. No more than that. And then this other one is meant to be a Suebelle, although I don't think it is because there's no hair on the underside of the leaves, which Suebelle's meant to have. It's also been eaten by some pests in here as well. And yeah, it's I don't think it's grown at all actually. You can see there the There are buds on it which are starting to swell a little bit, but yeah, no new growth yet. Now the parafilm you see here is what I've added. I'll zoom in on this one, it's a little bit easier to get to. So when I got these, they had, I think it was electrical tape wrapped around the graft union, and I'm not a fan of electrical tape for grafts. I think it's a pretty bad idea, really. Doesn't allow for the scion to breathe, you don't get air to it, and that can cause mould issues and rot. So I cut that off very, very carefully because I didn't want to damage the bark, because the electrical tape's very sticky, has a lot of glue on it, so I didn't want to rip off the cambium layer on the outside of the stem. So luckily I managed to get the tape off, didn't cause any issues to the branch, and I just decided to wrap them in a little bit of parafilm just to give them a little bit of extra protection, at least for a few months. But yeah, they've not really done anything, but they haven't declined much either, so I think what I'll do though is I'll bring them into the house now. I'm concerned now it's getting much colder, that these will start to suffer, and especially with pests as well. There's a lot of slugs and snails in here. You can see they've already been eating some of the leaves. So I think indoors they'll have a much better chance of getting more established, and hopefully put out a bit more growth over winter, even if it's only a little bit. They'll be in a better position for next year, and I'll give them a repot into something a little bit more suitable. This concretey, clay-like mix isn't the best. Take out some of these weeds before I bring them in the house. But yeah, that's the update on the Vernon and Suebelle. Whether even the Vernon is the right variety, I don't know, but we're pretty sure the Suebelle isn't. But I've been assured that they've both come from mature fruiting trees, so even if they're not the right variety, they should hopefully become able to fruit in the future, which I guess is the most important thing anyway. For our climate, varieties are not that important as long as the fruits taste good and actually produce here. So yeah, I'll keep you up to date on how these get on over winter. I'll probably give them a spray before bringing them inside, and same with the McDill. I'm going to bring these in today. I might leave the McDill a little bit longer, but yeah, these ones I'm definitely going to bring in today. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this update. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll be sure to keep you all up to date on how everything gets on. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.